Alright, I'm filming a bunch of videos right in a row. This is the last one. My camera's battery is about to go kaput, but I've got a wonderful care package full of wonderful horror literature, so let's talk about these as quickly as we can before I run out of battery power. Well, it's August of 2024, and the August 2024 Nightworms package has just arrived. I'm going to open this up while I'm chatting at y'all to save some time. But in case you don't know, Nightworms is the monthly horror book subscription service. And every month they send us 2 wonderful horror novels along with some extra goodies. On this channel, I open them up here on camera and show y'all what I receive at the same moment that I discover it. I see those books here now. I'm gonna dig right in and start talking about these. But before I do, let me just remind you, I will put purchase links to the books down in the What's It, so if you're interested in either of these books, you can get copies for yourself. And while you're down there, you can read notes about my other projects, you can find links to my books. You can also like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those YouTube-y things. All that helps me grow this channel, so help a guy out. But let's get right to the books. There are 2 of them. I see the first is a hardcover. It's called Heads Will Roll by Josh Winning. This is not a book or an author I'm familiar with. Lots of quotes of praise from authors I am familiar with. I like the cover art here, but let's read the description on the flap and see what we're in for. It says, Willow's worst nightmare was being cancelled, but the shadows in the woods of Camp Castaway might destroy more than her reputation. After sitcom star Willow tweets herself into infamy and stumbles blind drunk into a swimming pool, her agent ships her off to Camp Castaway. Nestled deep in upstate New York, Castaway is a summer camp for adults who are desperate to leave their mistakes behind. No real names, no phones, no way to call for help. Willow's fellow campers seem okay. Her own favorite actress is even here, making a s'more. And did that jaded writer, Danny, just wink at her? But the peaceful vibe is shattered when one of the campers vanishes and Willow finds a mutilated doll's head in her room with a threatening message rolled up inside. Terror grips the group. Campers begin to lose their heads, literally, and disturbing past deeds come to light. Is Willow about to get canceled all over again, this time for good? That actually sounds really interesting. I hope that it's either not too political or that if it is political, it's subtext and smart, because this idea of cancel culture is for sure a political idea. But I also think it's an important idea, and it's an important idea for horror to explore, hopefully in the kind of way that doesn't piss off half of the audience because it takes a political side when it doesn't need to. So it doesn't sound like this does necessarily take too many political sides. It sounds like it's maybe some political subtext, but mostly straightforward horror, straightforward slasher, and I think that's what it needs to be. If I'm right, this should be a really good one, and I'm looking forward to trying this. Heads Will Roll. Next up, we have one that's wrapped in plastic, and it's Johnny Washington, Flowers from the Void. Once again, this is both a book and an author I'm unfamiliar with. But I'm interested why it's wrapped in plastic. I guess some people just put cellophane. But anyway, I'm going to read the description and we'll see what we're in for here. It says, in this debut story collection, Johnny Washington opens portals bridging the strange and the lonely. 13 dark tales are told through the lenses of black, female, and queer narrators, among others, which burrow deep into the heart of the Gothic to challenge the conventional nightmare. Flowers from the Void unburies a haunted labyrinth of chilling alternate realities eerily similar to our own. A high school freshman is lured into a sinister pact with a classmate that will cost him more than he could ever imagine. A grieving African witch prepares for initiation into a 17th century Salem coven of white women. A girl with no shadow befriends one. Empathy and horrors collide to create a grimy discomfort that will never quite wash off. Otherworldly creatures, malevolent acts, and devastation consume these pages as Gianni Washington resurrects the skeletons in our closets and commands them to run amok with a new zest for the macabre. So I'm not sure exactly what to expect. It sounds like it could be, sort of like I was talking about before, it could be a fairly political one because it mentions all of these sort of identity politics elements. Or it could just be a diverse cast of characters narrating a variety of horror stories. I'm rather hoping for the latter, but I'm intrigued either way. It's a short-looking little book. I like the cover art. It's an author I'm not familiar with. There's really not a whole lot I can say about it, especially since I have not yet got the cellophane off to flip the pages, but it should be an intriguing one, and I'm looking forward to trying this one as well. I will report back when I have read either of these. I will do my monthly book review videos. I'll keep doing those, and whenever I get to those, you will hear my final thoughts on the subject. But of course, we're not quite done yet. There's also this little goodie packet that always comes in every Nightworms package. It usually comes with a beverage, a bookmark, some other good stuff. So let's, tore it a little bit, but let's dig right in and see what's in this. Beginning with, of course, the bookmark. This one says No Way Out. That'll be the theme for this August 2024 Nightworms package. So I can use that while I'm reading the books. There's the little flyer that tells me all the things that are in the package. Here's the beverage. This is called Creeping Dread of the Nightworms. Caramel and stone fruit. This is a tea. There's some very fine print on the back that lists the variety of flavors and ingredients. This is from Riddle's Tea Shop and is apparently a Nightworms exclusive blend. I don't know if any of them have been Nightworms exclusives before, so that's rather exciting. I'll sip some tea one of these days while I'm reading either these or some other book. The next item is another bookmark. This is one advertising a book called The Dirty Number 1 Necrology by Meg Ripley. So, yes, it's an ad, but it's a bookmark ad, so I still think that's some pretty good stuff. There's another bookmark, actually. This one is for this, specifically an advertising bookmark for this Flowers from the Void. And then there's an autographed bookplate. This one says Camp Castaway Survivor, so clearly that one belongs to Heads Will Roll. I'll tuck that in the cover here. There's still more coming. This has been an exciting little packet. We have a fridge magnet, which says Campfire Story Champion. And we have some ghosts reading stories around the campfire. Seems like a good way to spend one's afterlife, does it not? I will put that on the side of a filing cabinet or wherever magnets stick. We're still going. There's more. We have a sticker. We have a humanoid figure with elongated digits and lights coming out of the eyes and some sort of insectoid appendages coming off the side. I'm not sure exactly whose monster it is or what it's supposed to be, but I like it. There's still more. The last one is another autographed bookplate. This one belongs to Flowers from Beyond the Void by Gianni Washington. So both of these have become signed copies, courtesy of those bookplates. That's a nice treat. And yeah, that is it. Bringing our video and our time together once again to a close. But of course, we'll be back with more. Don't forget to check the What's It for purchase links to these books. Don't forget subscribe, ring the notification bell, like, share, do all those YouTubey things. But I did say this was going to be a fast one because that battery is creeping down. I'm looking at my monitor here and I am rapidly running out of battery power, so it's time for me to go sign off. And that means, of course, all that remains is for me to say, take care and stay scared.